Liverpool have been handed a timely update on Alexander Isak's situation after fresh comments from Arne Slot shed new light on the striker's recovery process. With concerns lingering over the severity of Isak's injury and how long he could be sidelined, Slot's remarks offer a clearer indication of where things currently stand behind the scenes at Anfield. The Dutchman's words will be of particular interest given the importance of Isak to Liverpool's attacking plans and the tight schedule that lies ahead. While there is still caution around rushing the forward back, Slot's update suggests there may be more encouragement than first feared as the club continues to monitor his progress closely. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, though bringing Harvey Elliott back from his loan spell at Aston Villa seems the best solution for all parties, Arne Slot has again shut down talk of a return to Liverpool. Elliott has not played for Aston Villa since 4 minutes off the bench against Feyenoord on October 2nd, meaning he has now missed almost 3 months of football. That is despite the 22-year-old being fully fit, with Villa head coach Unai Emery simply not selecting him, widely believed to be due to the £35 million buy clause, which would be triggered if Elliott plays 10 games. With Elliott frozen out at Villa and Liverpool increasingly short of options in both midfield and attack, the obvious decision would seemingly be terminating the deal early. But Slot continues to refuse any speculation over Elliott rejoining his squad. No, Harvey is an Aston Villa player and he's supposed to be going there for a season, he told reporters on Tuesday, when asked if he had explored the possibility of bringing his number 19 back. Any questions about him, the best person to ask is at Villa. But they are doing really well, by the way. This comes after Slot's previous comments on the situation on December 5th, when he revealed he had not spoken with Elliott during his time at Villa Bar, a brief exchange before he played against the Liverpool coach's former club. "I haven't had contact with him a lot," he said at the time. "I think only once or twice, and that was before and after he played Feyenoord away. But that had more to do with he played against a former club of mine. So no, I haven't spoken to him. I am aware of his situation, of course. I knew how difficult it already was for him over here, so I think I know how he feels in this moment. But yeah, you should ask those questions at Villa and not over here when it's about his playing time over there." Now, Alexander Isak has no time frame placed on his recovery after undergoing ankle surgery this week, but Arne Slot expects the Liverpool striker to play again this season. Isak broke his fibula and suffered extensive damage to his ankle during Saturday's 2-1 win over Spurs, which forced him to undergo surgery on Monday. The operation was a success, and the Swede will now recover and begin his rehabilitation work at the AXA training centre. Liverpool have announced there will be no time frame when it comes to Isak's return, but speaking in his pre-Wolves press conference on Tuesday, Slot expressed his confidence he will be back before the end of the season. "Yeah, I expect him to be back," he told reporters. "It's been a really challenging and difficult period for him, I think. You join a new club. Usually when you joined a new club, you want to show immediately all the qualities you have, but that was simply impossible. Maybe no one understands, but if you haven't trained for 3 or 4 months on a serious level with a team, and you are playing in this league, you need to be on top of your game to impact a game of football. And that took, which we all knew, months before we could bring him there, because there was no pre-season. There were games, hardly any time to train. So we always knew that it would take him time, and that's why it's so unlucky that he's now injured. Because I think we all saw with his goal against West Ham and this goal that he got closer and closer to the player he was last season at Newcastle." Earlier in his press conference, Slot claimed Isak would be absent for a couple of months, but it would be wrong to assume this as a specific time frame for the striker's return. Instead, he is more likely to resume training towards the back end of the season, with a 3 to 5 month recovery realistic when it comes to injuries of this nature. That will ensure the onus stays on Hugo Ekitike to lead the line for Liverpool, with Federico Chiesa also available up front, and and youngster Jadon Dan's returning in the coming weeks. In other news, Liverpool are actively exploring the market for defensive reinforcements, with Inter Milan centre-back Alessandro Bastoni emerging as one of their leading options ahead of upcoming transfer windows. That is according to former Manchester United and Blackburn Rovers chief scout Mick Brown, who remains well connected within elite recruitment circles and has indicated that the Reds have been closely monitoring the Italian international's progress. Bastoni, now 26, has been a mainstay at Inter Milan for several seasons and continues to attract interest from across Europe thanks to his consistency, composure on the ball, and tactical intelligence. Liverpool's interest comes amid growing uncertainty around their current defensive setup. Head coach Arne is understood to have concerns over the long-term reliability of his centre-back options. Ibrahima Konate faces an unclear future at Anfield, while Virgil van Dijk has endured a season that has not consistently matched the dominant standards he previously set. Brown believes those factors make Bastoni a particularly logical target. Speaking about the defender, he said, "Bastoni is a player I've always been a big admirer of. He's a fantastic defender and has been brilliant for Inter Milan for a long period of time now, so it's no surprise these types of clubs are looking at him." He added that Liverpool view the Italy international as someone who could immediately raise the level of their back line. Liverpool have been keeping a close eye on him because they see him as somebody who would be an improvement on what they've got at the moment. He would be a great asset to any club, and one I would certainly recommend they go for. Competition for Bastoni's signature is expected to be fierce. Barcelona have been strongly linked with a move, while Tottenham Hotspur have previously tracked his development. Brown is convinced the defender's skill set would translate seamlessly to English football, citing his physicality, positional awareness, and comfort in possession as ideal traits for the Premier League. Liverpool's willingness to pursue a high-profile defender also reflects their recent transfer strategy. The club shattered its own spending records in the summer, committing £450 million on new signings, including marquee arrivals such as Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz. Despite that outlay, Slot is understood to believe further reinforcements are required to address structural weaknesses within the squad. Brown suggests defensive recruitment remains firmly on the agenda as Liverpool prepare for multiple possible scenarios. They're not sure what's happening with Konate, that's still very much up in the air. And Van Dijk hasn't looked like his usual dominant self this season, he said. So it's the type of deal Liverpool have to be considering because they have to be prepared for any possibility if they might need to bring players in. With elite clubs circling and a potential fee north of £80 million being discussed, any move for Bastoni would represent another significant statement. But as Liverpool look to future-proof their defence, the Inter Milan star is increasingly viewed as a profile that fits both their immediate needs and long-term vision. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.